Hello, and a very good afternoon, good morning. Welcome along to Crafty TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. It's a really exciting day because we've got loads of brand new launches for you, and it is also a £10 Tuesday. Woohoo! $10 Tuesday. Woohoo! Which means you go to the web and you will see it's all nicely sectioned out for you on the website. When you go to the home page, there's a little tab that says £10 $10 Tuesday. There's a little tab which has these amazing pads which are new, which we'll come on to in just a second. And then there's a little tab which has the details of our brand new Spectrum Noir Academy of Colour, so it's really nice and easy to shop. What I will tell you about £10 Tuesdays is I picked some of my favourites off the deals today. So obviously these deals are only around today because tomorrow's Wednesday. And just look at me teaching you the days of the week. And one of my faves of the £10 Tuesday deals was this amazing set from Totally Tiffany. But I picked it, guess what, 2 minutes before the show, sold out, innit? Sold out, that's disappeared. So they're just kind of illustrating how quickly these £10 Tuesday deals go. Thankfully though, still on the website right now, some of my Benny's best picks, we call this. You've got these amazing creator card dies. These are all £10, $10, usually retailing at $19.99, I think $22.95. So those are all £10 today, or whilst stocks last. So do have a look at those creator card dies, all part of £10 $10 Tuesday on the website. Also worth bearing in mind that we've got lots coming up as far as the launches are concerned. Official launch of the Academy of Colour coming at 6. We'll have a quick look at that in just a few moments time. But this masterclass all about Christmas stamp and die sets. We've got some amazing deals, 60%, 70% off, best ever prices. And with me providing the inspiration over the course of the next couple of hours is the one and only Corrine Robinson.
Good afternoon.
You're right.
Yes, all fed, watered,
ready to go.
And ready to go for another 2 hours.
Marvellous. What you got up your sleeve?
Right, first things we're going to look at are our front and back Christmas stamps and dies. Look at this little bottle label.
Oh yeah.
Put that over with a gorgeous little tag on there. So it says, "For you, dear." I had to check that one. Put that back in. And then little cards with your tags on the front. Oh, always with little bell.
Oh, dingly bells, yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, if you want them, you don't have to have them removable. If you want, you can make them into toppers. So how lovely is that, just to have all the sentiments coming down there? And then you have your little gingerbread man. We've coloured in the back, although we've put him, attached him to the card. A little tag with the penguin on. Oh, I love this, with the Santa. So we've created the aperture so you can see front and back if you wanted to.
Cute.
And also the little
Craig elf
as well. Look at that. So I think it just adds to that level of detail. It just really, you know, tags are lovely on the front, but by adding something onto the back as well, just really elevates it, doesn't it? And they are really lovely designs to colour. They're not going to be overly complicated. You know, you're going to be able to colour these in and create some amazing, amazing images, and just love colouring with them.
We are going to be looking at those very shortly indeed, but as we mentioned, we have got brand new launches today. Already getting excited. Sarah Brown says, hello everyone, I'm back for more fun with Corrine and Ben and all the gang behind the scenes. We've got Charlotte, who said hello, and also Jamie with us today. Yay! She said, Christine Mahoney says, hello again. Christine, have you bought the paper pads yet? If yes, how many have you bought, please? Betsy's with us saying good morning from Houston, Texas. Sam McDonald says, good afternoon, Ben, Corrine, Susie, and all my crafty friends. Hello to Mary Beth from Minnesota. And Lillian Kwok says, afternoon everyone, hi Corrine and Ben. The masterclass music always makes me picture Ben doing the actions to it. Now, the Academy of Colour we quickly need to look at. We're not going to spend sort of time doing a demo on this in this show because Lily has got loads coming up as far as that is concerned on the official launch. However, this is a must-have if you are someone who wants to begin your colouring journey, indeed continue it. If you bought the original Academy of Colour, then make sure you get this one into your basket. Just £27.19 or $35.96 for this collection, which is the next step in your colouring journey, or potentially the beginning of it, because it's a standalone box if you don't already have the original Academy of Colour. If you do, then you're obviously going to want to grab this. If you're looking at this today and think, well, I missed the original Academy of Colour, we've got it on the shows for you as well, and you can pick it up at a stunning price. But this one is all about portraits. It's all about helping you get the very best when it comes to skin tone and hair colour. We provide you with 3 of our duo colour aqua pens, premium markers with these amazing tips which are just going to make it easy for you to take in all of the inspiration you're going to get on the free tutorials from Leanne, provided by the QR code that you get in the box. You've got 6 of those alcohol markers included in there too, and then all of the stamps as well. And obviously we've made this so you can make it nice and easy to practice your skin colours, to practice your hair tones as well. There are a few sentiments in there as well, and so you don't have to go anywhere else. You've got 12 sheets of our watercolour card in the 5x7, 12 sheets of our alcohol marker card included as well. And if you have already got the first edition of our Academy of Colour, you've then got your little tab in there as well to pop into your binder to keep everything together. If you don't already have that and you're not planning on buying it, that's fine. You can still pop that tab into any of the folders that have that ring binder, so you can keep everything in there for you. Keep the questions for later on that, I would say, because Lily's going to be taking you through that in full detail. But if you do want to grab it, get it into your basket, get it checked out, and then you can enjoy the show later on. £27.19 platinum price, $35.96 if you're shopping in the US and you are a platinum member. Also, other launches we've got for you, these amazing paper pads. These have been flying out of the door. Again, you will see these throughout this show, I have no doubt. 12x12 paper pads, 36 sheets, double-sided. They are stunning, really gorgeous artwork. The Winter's Tale is absolutely beautiful. As you can see as well, Lots of ability to snip here, so if you prefer to use kind of 6x6 size scenes, you can snip into these very easily. So much depth and detail in these two. I mean, absolutely beautiful. And again, we've provided the reverse for you, so it's nice and easy to kind of mat and layer these up. And we said, Corrine, didn't we, that these will work not only sort of independently, but with a lot of the other launches we've done this year and last as well.
Yes, absolutely. I can see lots of different ones that you're going to do there. I mean, I only know some of them. We've got the, come on, think of them through. So we've got the Frosty and Bright.
Yes.
I even can see with the Bethlehem, so the lovely blue skies we've got there, the vintage Snowman. You know, we've got so many, and we've got some more Christmas collections coming out maybe next week. These will work with two. You know, I mean, it's not tied to one, but you know, we've got all of the Christmas stamps and dies on today. So just have a look at these and think, how are you going to use them? The very first one I'm going to do is the Snow Much Fun, and straight away I'm going to use one of the papers as well. So you know, you're going to be able to incorporate these with all your Christmas demos. So like you say, winter anniversaries, winter birthdays, they're going to work. And just think about getting your gilding flakes on these, getting your glitters on them, all of those, getting those encapsulated glitter cards to enhance. They're all going to work perfectly.
Very busy for this, £11.99 or $15.96. Also very busy for its perfect partner in crime, the Winter Solstice. Again, officially launching today. I really like this one. I love the artwork. There's plenty of snippability once again. Very sort of winter themed if you don't want to go down the Christmas route again, and a lot of the reverse patterns you can see that you can use. They are gorgeous, but again, you'll use these year round, won't you? They're not. There's nothing particularly which sort of says, oh, you've got to use that for Christmas mates.
No, exactly. If you want anything with a dark blue sky, look at that purple is lovely on the back of that one. You can see it hanging up there, you know, there. It's just a lovely background.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to stamp over it. Maybe, you know, you're going to do some techniques over it. This one is really useful for the reverse papers, particularly this one, I think. I think you're going to just use this one all the time. And if you're doing boxes or you're constructing with it, that will work. But you've got fantastic reverse papers for, you know, when you open your boxes, open your bags, maybe you fold over the tops. They're going to look beautiful because everything will coordinate.
And again, you do get some block colours on the back there as well, making it nice and easy for mat and layering. Don't know why, but that one sort of reminds me of like an advent calendar, almost with the little houses there. It's so super cute, got that real sort of Scandi art feel to it. And again, paper pads that will work beautifully with collections that you've seen previously, paper pads that will work with collections that are coming, and actually beautiful Christmas paper pads that will work this Christmas, next Christmas and beyond. Get more than you think that you'll need. I said it earlier on because we have got lots of these currently, but you know what will happen. People will come in, they'll buy 5, 10, 15, 20, 26 and very quickly the stock starts dwindling. So £11.99 or $15.96 is your platinum price. Christine says, no, I haven't yet. You haven't got yours yet. Waiting on tomorrow's launch to see how much I have to spend on that. I quit my job so I can work full-time teaching painting classes.
She told us yesterday she's quit her 9 to 5 and is now full-time crafting.
I love that.
I love it. Go for it. I can't encourage you enough. I think it's a brilliant career to have.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say I can't encourage you enough to quit your jobs.
Yeah,
just do it. Who needs work?
Quit your jobs and everybody craft all day, and we will be so much happier for it.
Good for you, Christy
Mahoney.
Susan Rushton says, good morning, Ben, Corrine, Susie, Charlotte and Jamie. Jill B says, morning, Ben, Corrine and everyone from Phoenix, Arizona. BJ Clark is with us. Jeffrey Langley is with us as well. Susan Rushton says, I made a card with both of these new pads, and the Winter Roses decoupage. It will be hard to let that one go. Lots of you chatting that you've got these pads as well already and you love them. We're going to do the first demo on the front and back character stamp and die set. I'll quickly flick through these and then we will get onto that first demo with Corrine. These are brilliant. They're so much fun. They're super cute and the price today is phenomenal. £16.80. What you think? For a couple, no, you get all of them for this price. $22.40. They are flying out of the door. I'll tell you for why, because they are an unbelievable deal. Best ever price with a 60% saving for making those little Christmas gift tags, for making those little Christmas bookmarks as well. And indeed, if you just wanted to kind of stamp these out and then use these characters for things like your penny sliders, for things like those little peekaboo cards. They're absolutely perfect. You get sets of stamps with all of them, but who do you receive? Well, all of the Christmas characters, really. You get the snowman, you get the little penguin, you get the angel. Get the angels and fairies mixed up. You get your gingerbread man. Then you get your nutcracker. You get ho 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 Father Christmas. You get Craig Elf. You get the little Christmas fairy. And you've got Rudolph, of course, too. 54 elements in total, with a £32.91, $43.55 saving. That's brilliant. It's a fun collection. It will put a lot of smiles on faces, not only for the recipients who receive your makes, but also for the people who are crafting. I think this is a great set as any to be doing crafting with the kids and grandkids, really, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, you can just stamp them all out. You know, if you don't want to use the tags, we can stamp them. Shall I show you how easy it is to use them? Now, I always say, I've stood here for ages and said, I always stamp and then I die cut afterwards. There are occasions when I think you need to do it the other way around, and this is one of them. So I've just got a piece of my Nina card here. I've put my die on. Now these dies, can you see there's no blade at the bottom?
Yeah.
Can you see it there? So this means that your tag could be short, it could be long, it's entirely up to you. Because you saw some of the finished samples, they went down the whole length of the card. So that only works because we have no end to that die.
Yeah.
Straight through my small die cutting machine. So you're saying about crafting with the children with these. Your mini.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mini. So, you know, we're not talking about needing different, you know, electric die cutting machines. You can, you know, I think I've seen 3-4-year-olds using the minis, so that would be absolutely perfect. Now this is cut into my cardstock. What I could have done was I could have put it onto the end, but all I'm going to do is I'm just going to round off those corners just like that. Just take that and then round off that corner too. There we go. If I cut it straight, that might even help, make it even look even better. Let's see if I can cut that straight. We could end up with no tag left. You know, you're chasing them,
Yeah,
not straight,
you keep
not straight.
a bit more off, don't you?
Yeah, there we go. So I think that looks even better. Now, there is no front, there is no back. It's entirely up to you. All of these are sort of symmetrical, so it's going to work really, really well. And then all I need to do, let's start with the front. I've got my stamps, and then we can just stamp it on there. I need my ink pad. Would help if I even got an ink pad ready. So let's bring in my stamping platform. Let's lift that up. You could do these with your rocker blocks quite easily. I've still got my white card down there, but I can actually put one of my magnets on there just to hold it. Now let me see if that's still in the right place. I think it is. And then we're going to pick that up.
Who's that? Snowman?
Snowman.
Is he your favourite character?
Oh, I like him, but I also like the Nutcracker. I think the Nutcracker is... I'd be hard pressed to pick one. I think they're all really cute. I think the little Christmas fairy you could use all year round.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many. That's why it's lovely that you're getting the whole set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, we could be doing a 3 for 2 or you know, you would be hard pressed to pick one. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that stamped?
Cute.
Absolutely beautifully. So I'm just going to spin him over now. I had some. Let's just come down here.
Let us know your favourites in the comments. Let's find out who's the #1 in this collection.
Right, now I just need to put my magnet right down there so that I can then put my snowmans back on there. So there we go. We can put that one on here. And the great thing is you're getting sentiments with each one as well, which really makes, you know, and they're relevant sentiments and they're, you know, little puns and play on words.
Snow much fun is the snowman.
Much fun, yeah.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
And there's no one like you. Ha ha. Aww.
I could use that for my wedding anniversary in December.
Oh yeah, I always remember you because yours is December. What date is it exactly? December the 9th. Yeah. How many years this year? This
year, 28.
Wow.
Yeah.
28 years.
Yeah.
So you got married when you were
6.5.
Yeah, I was just about to say 6.5. Yeah. Why did you choose to go for Christmas again? Is that what you always wanted to do? Just what we decided to do. Yeah. Once we decided to get married, we just decided to do it, if you know what I mean. We didn't have an engagement as such or anything like that, so. Oh, it was just straight down the aisle type thing.
Yeah, about 5 weeks after we decided.
I must have told you about mine. So like, Laura and I had been sort of courting, as it were, for ages, and then she'd seen the engagement ring she wanted, so I bought it with no intention of kind of proposing anytime soon. Where did I hide it?
Go on.
In my sock drawer, right?
Yeah.
So of course we both do the laundry, so she's putting stuff away. She's like, oh, what's that box with what looks like a ring inside it? I'll have a little look. Oh, that looks like an engagement ring. And then literally she found it within about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks of me buying it. And then I was kind of, I wanted to obviously propose, but I felt more under pressure then to do it. She's like, she's seen it, so she's thinking, well, it's got to be any time soon. So what's that?
So you should have found somewhere better to hide it.
Oh no, I realise that now. But, I was young and silly. Oh yes, she told me she'd found it. Yeah, she told me that she'd found it in my sock drawer, and then it was kind of like, well, when are you going to do it then? So if I'd waited a year, it would have been, is it for somebody else or is it for me?
That would have been funny, wouldn't it? If you hadn't have asked her.
So,
right, now, I am just going to come in here and I'm just going to colour him in. Now, basically, I'll show you my inspiration for my colours. Look at this. This is from the Winter's Tale.
Yep.
And we're actually going to use this side. Oh, sorry, you can't see it there. There you go, if I put it that side. Can you see? This is my sort of colour palette, my theme. So I'm just going to lay down my colour blend down here, just to get a nice, even blend of colour on first. Let's come down and do this bit as well. We can just colour that in. What a difference just colouring on the right paper. I can just feel the pen just gliding over. It just makes such a difference. Then I'm going to come in with one shade darker, as you can see, and we're just going to come in, and I'm just going to remember that this hat is round, so I'm just going to come round from the edge, and we're just going to colour it. Now, I've not left a complete highlight, but I'm just leaving the centre without my second colour on, just to bring it round. But can you see straight away, it's just starting to, you can just see it, it'll come more visible in a minute. So let's go with a darker one again. So we're on ice grey, so we're on ice grey 6 now. So I'm just coming round from the edges, just, might need to go a little bit darker, but we'll get there. Let's just come in all the way around, just bringing those colours in.
Say hi to Mary Pat, who's joined us from sunny Montana, and Jill B says, poor Ben, having your proposal rushed that way, lol. Serves me right for hiding me ring in the sock drawer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let us know on the socials as well if you've had any sort of romantic proposals or rushed proposals. Maybe you found your engagement ring in your partner's underwear drawer. I think she found it in the... Oh, it's probably like the...
She found it on the Monday and you proposed.
Yeah. Monday, she found the ring in me drawer on a Tuesday. I was proposing by Wednesday. No, it was a few months, but it came to like, when you're like, when you start off dating someone, there's loads of little sort of mini anniversaries. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, it's 3 months since we did this, and then all these little anniversary points started going by, and I never ended up doing it. I think I did it maybe 4 or 5 months down the line. And then thinking, oh, I'm engaged now, so there'll be a bit of time before the wedding, give me a bit of leeway.
Yeah.
Later, we were married. So if I hadn't hidden it in my sock drawer, probably still wouldn't be married.
How long after you asked her were you married?
About a year later.
Oh, about a year later.
Yeah, it was pretty much, as soon as that was sort of, the engagement was on, it was like, well, what's the point in waiting? I was like, no, let's have a nice engagement, But no, full steam ahead.
Oh, yeah. We did it all in 5 weeks.
What, from engagement to...
Yeah. I don't mess around.
Was Colin up for that? I mean, obviously he was, but...
Yeah.
What, so he
asked
proposed,
me.
You said yes,
yeah,
and then you just went, oh, well, let's get married in 5 weeks.
Yeah. Don't mess around me.
And he didn't go, no, let's do it.
No.
Let's just think about it for a minute.
No, I'd let him off for, he'd got to 36, so I think he'd had a good run.
So how long had you been dating before then?
How long have we been dating? 3 years.
So it's all quite quick then, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were, nearly 5 years before 5 years together, then we got married. We'll be married, don't forget, Ben, 16 years this year, 16 years in September. 16 years.
Wow.
What are you, 28, did you say?
28 years married, so 1991 we got together, so what we are, so 31 years in September we've been together.
We'll be 16 years married, 21 years together in November. Interestingly, because all the weddings, what's your wedding this year? What is it? Because it's like one's paper, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't
16, I read the other day, is furniture.
Oh, she'll know she's really loved them, won't she?
Yeah. I love you so much. Is a flat pack.
What can we do for our wedding anniversary? Well, it's furniture. I'll take you for a trip round IKEA for the day.
Oh.
You can have some meatballs for your lunch.
I think that's what I do. I've only ever been there once, and I'd never go back. It's a great shop. I know loads of people love it, but I just found the whole process quite stressful. It's not a place that you'd nip in just to go and like get one little thing, is it? You've got to go there for the experience.
Yeah. Right, just because, so what I'm doing here now is I've used my True Blue blend, but I want something a little bit darker, so I'm coming in with my Ice Grey 6 and I'm just going to overcolour just with a little, can you see straight away? It doesn't, it's still, the blue's coming through because the pens are opaque, so the blue is still coming through, but it's just looking like, you know, I can make it, I can bring in the highlights. So, you know, obviously it's going to be darker around where your head overhangs. The knot's going to be darker because it's more intense fabric. And then if you think about coming out of the knot, you're going to be a little bit darker as along that seam. So, you know, you can still add in highlights with different colours if you want to. And then we can just pop those on. Let's just come back in with some blue and we can just blend that just down there like that. There we go. So you can still blend in those colours just there. But there we go, so we're starting to get there. So the last thing I want to do is I'm going to get my palest grey, Ice Grey 2. Oh, I know what I haven't done. Let's give him a lovely little carroty nose.
Carroty nose.
You've got to, haven't you? He's got to have a little carroty nose and he needs some little blush cheeks. There we go. There we go. I think he also needs little blue eyes, so let's give him some little snowy blue eyes. There we go. Right, now all we're going to do is when you've got something white it can be a little bit harsh, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the grey and I'm just going to go round the edge with the grey and then I'm just going to pop on a couple of little bits of shading just here, just all the way around, just to add in a little bit, almost like a highlight. And you know, we've shown you this when we're colouring in things like a zebra or a cow or, you know, your unicorns. You don't need to colour the whole thing in. Just go round with one colour just to, let me move that to the middle. Sorry, I wasn't very much in the middle there. Just come in with one colour and then it's going to, it sort of makes the rest of the white pop.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really clever technique, but it really, really works. So you can just see there, the rest of the white really glows, and then we can pop him like that. And then we just do exactly the same on the reverse. Okay. So I've got one here, and the great thing is you'll be over the top, so you don't worry about your colours bleeding through because, you know, you've got the same colours. And that one I've just coloured in the back.
That's a good point, because so Elaine said about that, the bleeding through the back, but it doesn't matter anyway, does it?
No, because it's the reverse, isn't it? So you can see we've got the front and we've got the back, and doesn't that look perfect? Yeah. So we need to put him on our project, so I'm going to see if I can get this threaded through.
Whilst you're threading, just a few there's some lovely comments coming through. We've opened up a can of worms here about weddings.
Oh yeah.
Rhonda says, we were in Vegas to meet his dad, and just before we were leaving the hotel for the airport, he said, let's get married here. Wait, what? Suzette N says, I got married in 6 months, our housewarming.
Yeah.
Laurel says, I met him January the 7th, he proposed February the 28th, we wed August the 2nd, and I was pregnant with our child in October.
There you go.
Susan says, I knew my husband, boyfriend at the time, had purchased a ring, but I'd just gone through a long divorce and told him he could not ask me until at least a year had passed. We were together 2 years before I agreed to be proposed to, and the year engagement, and we just celebrated our 80th anniversary.
I've never heard that until I agreed to be proposed to. I
Great,
just
isn't
think
it?
the term's brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Gillian says, my hubby said to me he'd marry me tomorrow if he could. We were married a week later. These are gorgeous. And Emma said, I started planning our wedding without him knowing. My 2-year-old found me planning book and showed Daddy. One day I said to him, I have something to tell you. My husband said, I know. Bailey found your wedding book. No, I said, I'm pregnant. I was 6 months pregnant. We got married with Abby, our spina bifida baby. 16 years later, he still lets me buy craft, says Emma Bailey.
Well, he's a keeper then, isn't he?
He is a keeper. Karen says 7 years together before we got married in 1993, 31 years together in January. This is amazing. And Lynn says, I've been with my hubby 33 years and we've been married for 29. Aww.
That's lovely.
Really cute.
There we go.
Just as a by the by, sorry, I'm reading all the nice stuff out, and I've got a very important message to tell you. So we've been aware that there's a bit of a gremlin when it comes to checking out, and this is particularly apparently affecting our UK customers. So we're apologising for that. So if you are having trouble checking out, it is a problem. Our team are aware of it. So we're currently working with the team to get that sorted. If you are finding difficulties, what you can do is if you phone our customer services, and you'll find the number on the website, they will take some orders from you that way whilst the website is just being sorted out. So if you are struggling, then do call customer services and they will take orders over the phone for you. But I'll let you know as soon as we get any update on that. But if you are frustrated, that's the reason, and we are aware of it. Many apologies.
Okay, so I haven't really been saying what I've been up to. So what I'm doing here is I'm making a box. So I started off with 7.5 inch square, and we've scored at 1 1/4 inches all the way around to make our box. And I've just put the base together. So I'm just popping all these pieces together. So what I have got here is I've just got this gorgeous Winter's Tale cardstock and some of our encapsulated silver. So, you know, it's gorgeous on there. Oops, the glue fell over. Put that down there. Now I know, and I said that you're not supposed to use your all-purpose on anything, any coated card. So long as what you put down doesn't move, it's fine. And I like it because it just makes everything a little bit stronger. So you don't want it to, if it starts to ooze out, then you're going to damage the cardstock underneath, and we don't want that. So just make sure that that you only put enough glue on so it doesn't ooze out. If you're at all concerned that your glue might ooze, then please use your tacky glue.
Yes.
Because then if it does ooze out, it's not going to damage
I don't like that word.
Damage your pearl card. Ooze.
You keep saying it, I don't like it.
Oh, sorry. Okay. It'll
Squidge out.
Squidge out, yeah. We'll use squidge. Is that a better word?
Ooze is just a horrible, it's like it reminds me of spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, squidge is better.
Okay, we'll have squidge. I'll try and remember squidge from now on. Right, so we're just popping this on, but look at this paper. Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, like we were saying, anything winter-based, this is going to work for. Yeah, it's got your snowflakes on, but, you know, it's going to work for anything winter-based.
Winter weddings.
Winter weddings, winter teachers' gifts.
Yeah.
Little favours at a party. You know, anything like that is going to work absolutely perfect. I can even see this working on a winter birthday. You know, if this was for a winter birthday, then I think this would be brilliant.
Yeah, it would.
Right, so what I'm going to do next is I have got another piece of here. So I've gone for a contrast. So I've got the grey, more of a grey piece here, and I'm going to pop it onto my silver, just like that. So this is going to go across the front of my box, just here. But what we want to do is we want to capture the little snowman. So I'm going to pop the snowman just onto there. let's not give him too much. And then I'm going to take that, and then using the same size foam tape, I'm just going to capture that down with a piece of foam tape, so that's not going anywhere. Then I can take the backing off my foam, just like that. Now you see I'm doing all of my construction before I put my box together, because it just makes it so much easier. And we haven't finished yet. I'll show you. We're going to add on a sentiment. Actually, that is just overhanging ever so slightly, which isn't good. So we can, let's go that way so I can see what I'm doing. Let's pop that one just there, just, I don't know, in the other half. Let's put these together, then I'll put my sentiment on. So we can just ram this round. But this, you know, this would be absolutely perfect for, like I say, all those gifts that you want to do. You know, you could use these just around the house, and I could just see these working. You know, make your whole home decor match with these papers.
Yeah.
Everything like that is going to work brilliant. Just bend that round, so we can then pop that on to there. Bring in the box, and then we can pop that one on there.
Beautiful.
So then the last little bit I'm going to do is I've stamped out the sentiment. I've done that already. So let's just, because that's a little bit small, we'll do it with that glue. Put that one on there. We can then put that on to another little piece of there, and then I want a foam pad. These are a bit big. Let's just trim it down a little bit. Put a little foam pad just under here, and then this is going to work. So you've got the back. Oops, that's just slid. There we go. We can adjust that in a minute. Put that, and you've got the space then to put that on there. Let me straighten that back up, and then I've got a couple of little gems just to put down in the corner, because that is then going to really reflect off the glitter card. And we can pop that one on there, and then how about that for a little gift box? I think that is lovely with all the matching papers around the side. We've been able to colour the snowman to match the papers that we've chosen. Maybe you're going to pick the one out the winter's tale with a bit more red in. It's entirely up to you, but you can make it all coordinate.
Really cute. Let's just recap on all of the characters. Talking of really cute, I'm enjoying the stories coming in. I'll read a few more of these on love and marriage. Love and marriage. There's one which was really cute. Anne from the Twin Cities says, I'm not sure how long they were engaged, but I know that my maternal grandparents got married at City Hall on their lunch breaks from work and then went back to work afterwards.
Oh, wow.
That's brilliant. Sylvia Kay says, a friend of mine got married 11 days after she met her husband. They've now been married for 45 years.
Wowzers.
Mary Pat, we got married after dating for 1 year. It's a belief that a couple should date through all 4 seasons before making a lifelong commitment. I've never heard that before.
I've heard that you should learn to drive through all 4 seasons before you go in for your driving test.
You should learn to drive in all 4 seasons.
But I've never heard that you should date for all 4 seasons.
Well, I suppose that way, you know, summertime, you know, you get to see them, you know, don't you? That way, and then winter time, you get to know whether they're going to take the covers off you. So at least that way, you're all good, aren't you? Well, 5 years. So I did it for 20 seasons before we got married. I just wanted to make, you know, doubly sure, or quintuply sure. June says, gosh, Ben, I can top that. We've been married for 40 years, says June. And Sam says, I've been with my husband 20 years on December the 29th and married for 15 years on June the 25th. We'll read some more in a second. Love these coming in. A lot of love at Crafters TV today. If you want to get the characters, though, front and back, 60% off, best ever price. You have got in there your Snowman that you've just seen. So again, as Corrine was saying, you've got the dies there to be able to create, you know, the tags, the bookmarks, whatever you want, because you can basically make them any length that you want them to be. If you don't want to use the stamp, the dies rather, you don't have to. You can just use the stamps on their own to create some really fun characters, and they all come with their own set of sentiments as well. But you've got the Snowman. There's the cute little penguin. there's that gorgeous angel. Then you've got the gingerbread man. You've got the nutcracker. I don't know why I laugh at that. You've got the Father Christmas. You've got Craig Elf. You've got the little fairy. And then you've got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. £16.80 for all of that. Seems like an absolute steal to me, or $22.40 if you want to jump in and grab that set. Karen saying we started dating in high school, we were married after college, next month is our 32nd anniversary. Congratulations. And Kathy Lear says, hubby and I been together 43 years and married for 42. The lady at the post office told my husband I get too many packages. He told her, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Have you not heard that saying?
No, I have heard the saying. That's not the fact the lady at the post office said that you get too many packages. That's hilarious. That is brilliant. Happy wife, happy life. We've got an Explorer kit coming up for you later on Launch Party, 24-hour deal. Where basically we bundle together a load of items that we think you might quite like, and you know what, it's something that you might try, for example, something which you might not have thought of in the past, and we put these together and you give them a go and then you come back and buy more. This is all about scoring. I mean, if you haven't yet got a scoreboard in your life and you're crafting, you are seriously missing out on a trick here. I would say that this is probably one of the most important items to have in your craft room. You're going to be, creating all of your projects with this, whether it be things like your, your different card folds, whether you're going to be creating like your 3D projects, your boxes and your bags and all those kind of things. To have a good scoreboard, the Score Master here is absolutely essential, really. Double-sided, depending on whether you work in Imperial or metric, and you've got the scores to an 1/8 of an inch increment as well, so you can get really, really super scores with that. We're also then throwing in the vintage butterflies paper pad to go with that collection, which I just think makes this an even better buy. I'll give you a quick flick through that, but I think a lot of you are aware as to how gorgeous that particular paper pad is. And then we're throwing in a set of your red liner tape as well. So it's a 30% saving. Basically works out that you're getting the 3 rolls of your red liner tape for free, and quite handily actually. We are doing this in the 3 different sizes as well. So you've got 1 roll of your 12mm, 1 roll of your 6mm, and then you've also got 1 roll of that 3mm as well. 10 meters on each roll, so you've got plenty of that red liner tape. Great for your construction, and the scoreboard included in there too. $22.38 is the deal on that, or $26.32. That is the Explorer kit, available for 24 hours or whilst stocks last. So much to show you. Keep the comments coming through. Ronna says, we ended up getting married 2 years later on the island of, I can never say this one, Kauai. Kauai?
It's not cows.
No, it's Hawaii somewhere, isn't it? Kauai. Anyone in the gallery? Kauai. Anyway, by a waterfall. We've been married now for 26 years. No Vegas wedding for this girl, says Rhonda, because you said no in Vegas. Debbie says, my husband Ronnie and I married 50 years in June. Lovely.
Wow.
Married my hubby 3 weeks before my 17th birthday. We've been married 46 years, says Beth Valone. Kuwai, thank you, Susie. Kuwai, not Cowie. Kuwai. And yes, Teresa Paradise on YouTube, new viewer. All of those that I've just shown you do come in one set. New to the site, no way, holy wow. Yes way, holy potatoes. Those are the kind of deals that we do here at Crafters TV. Welcome along, Teresa. And look at this for a holy wow deal, as you would say. The Christmas gift card holder die collection. These are brilliant. We did a great, well, I say we, I didn't. Corrine did a great little demo on these earlier on, all about allowing you to create really cute, really easy gift card holders, whether you're going to actually pop in a little gift card itself, but maybe you're going to pop in a little scratch card, maybe you just want a little message to be popped onto this, you can do. Basically, you get dies and the templates included in here. The templates allow you to create the kind of pocket, if you like, and then the dies give you the piece of cardstock which you can pull out to reveal whatever it is that you want to show. This is a big saving again, should be $51.96, $59.80. The platinum price is $60. £16 or $18.40. And whilst a lot of these have got a sort of Christmas skew to them, the present, for example, depending on the sort of colours that you use, you can use this year round for all sorts of occasions, really. But nice and easy to pop together. Pop your little message or your gift card on there, and then what's the word that Debbie Robinson says? Titivate it. There you go. With your other dies that you've got in this collection as well, and really build up that scene. But we've got a present in there. We've got the stocking, which we saw Corrine demo a little bit earlier on. And as we said, you know what, you don't have to use all of the different frills and bits and pieces there. That could be a little baby's booty if you wanted it to be. So it could be like a little gender reveal card, could be a gift card for someone who's having a little baby. All the sentiments come with these as well, so you can pop those on. Then you've got Father Christmas, who I think is super cute. Again, build him up with all of the different dies that you've got within the collection. Even separate dies for his belt and his beard and all that. And then lastly, is the Snowman. I don't know why it makes me laugh so much, the Snowman. But again, really cute. There's his little hat. You can decorate him up. And you've got those sentiments there to create things like, I love you so much, let it snow, and there's no one like you. I think, again, that is a massive value for money. It may well be that you picked up like lots of different sets to be able to make Christmas cards this year, but I think the last two projects that we've shown you, or products that we've just shown you, are all about things like adding those little extra bits and pieces. This all about for people perhaps who you don't normally buy a present for, but you want to give a gift card to. This set is absolutely perfect for that. But let's see how easy it is to work with it, because it's no good if it's going to be terribly difficult to do, which I guess it's not.
It really isn't. So we did the stocking earlier, so you pop that in there, and then you have your little sentiment on there, so it's your little gift tag. That was the one we did earlier. Then we've got our Santa. I just want to show you these on a lovely little Z-fold card. So remember, these can be just toppers as well. And then you've got your sentiment. We said you've got your gift card in there, and we've even put a sentiment on the back. So let's put him back in there. That's going straight down. And then, as we said, the present, I know we've made this into a Christmas one when you pop it up, but that could quite easily be birthday or anything. Look at little bells. And I love this one. Look at the Snowman. Isn't he fantastic? So much fun. And the little card pops out of there. So let's have a go at making another one. So let's put those where we need to. So we're going to do the parcel, and I've got this now. Just want to show you, and I think I forgot to mention it last time, you get full instructions in every pack on how to do them.
Yeah.
Because it's not just a die, it's a die, a template, and some stamps as well. So you're going to get full instructions on how to make them in there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my template, and I'm going to, so this is for the, like I said, for the parcel, and I'm going to put it on a piece of cardstock. So I'm going to be really economic, and I'm going to pop it right down to the edge. I've got a nice flat edge, so that's just going to save me having to do some cutting. Now this is the back of my cardstock, so I'm actually going to go on with a black pen, and I'm just going to mark it round there, just like that. Now if you wanted to, a lot of this could actually be cut out using your paper trimmer. So, you could, if you feel like your cutting isn't that good. And what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to draw in. This is all on the inside, so it doesn't matter that the black lines are there. I haven't even drawn them the whole way.
Yeah.
You can see that's on there. Like I say, trimmer or your scissors, it's entirely up to you. But if I've got my long scissors, I can actually do that in one cut. And then it's going to be a lot straighter. So let's just do that one, just to there, and that one all the way down to there. And like I say, these double-sided papers are fantastic for anything like this. So it means that when you open it, when you look inside, you're going to have, it's not going to be harsh white. I know you can't see in as such,
yeah,
but you could, you get the shadow of it all being white inside, whereas this is just going to all coordinate perfectly. Oh, I haven't cut that one. Let's do this bit at the top. And there we go. Just cut straight down there. There we go. So there we are. So I've still got my score lines on there. So let's get this bit out of the way. And then I'm going to bring my scoreboard in. And we can, if you want to use the top to make sure everything is straight. We can then score down there. And on this side, put that on there and then score down there. And then we can turn that one round. Pop it against the edge. Oh, I have to come in a little bit. Don't think that's, there we go, there we are. So I can come right down here as well. So when I fold that over, let's just pop that. That's just my score line, I think, has just made it not quite line up, but it'll be fine. We can have that on the back. We can then score there, and we can score there. There we go. So that is just going to make the little pocket.
Oh,
now,
perfect.
yeah, that's not too difficult to do,
Yeah.
but you know it's going to be the perfect fit for your die. So that's the main thing. So take that one. Then I'm going to take my big die. We can take him there, and then we can pop this on here. If you wanted to, you could change the paper around, but we're going to do it all from the same side. So let's just cut there. And then, so this is the winter solstice. Yes, I'm pretty certain it is the winter solstice. Yes, not the winter's tale. There we go. So we can put that on to there. But I love this. I didn't realise until all these would come out that we did papers as sort of, it's all right, just a minute, let me move that, it slipped, as standalone. I thought we only sort of did 12 by 12.
Within,
like this sort of paper. I know we did the plain ones and things like that, you know, like the block colours and all the rest of it. I knew we did those as standalone, but I wasn't aware until this, obviously, because this is the first one that I've done, that you do them as standalone, which I think is lovely, especially when you can find a paper that.
You know what? That's a great shout actually, because I'm trying to think about the because obviously, like you said, you can get like your, you know, your
sunflowers,
or
with your Frosty and Bright and all of those. They've got paper pads, and then you get your solids.
Yeah, but you don't normally get sets like a set like this on its own, do you? Let us know, like, so our paper pad aficionados. Can you let us know in the comments what other paper pads, like standalone pads like this that we've had? I am struggling to think.
The Nitwits were part of the Nitwits collections.
Yeah.
Right, now, earlier I put this on with foam tape, but this time I'm just going to do it with regular tape. Yeah, I don't know. I've not...
We had those, but again, they weren't on a theme. We had those ones that, back into last year that launched with the new USB. But again, those were patterns as opposed to like a themed paper pad.
Yeah.
Where these are themed. I think it might be the first ones, but I'm probably wrong.
Okay.
Superstar Susie just saying, I can't think of any other standalone paper pads. But let us know in the comments if you can think of any.
But I think for Christmas, it's absolutely ideal.
Yeah,
isn't
it is.
It really is the perfect time to be bringing out paper pads. Like this. Right, now, so I've just folded that together. I've just popped my little tag on there. So all I've done from this is I've just used my stamps. Stays on ink because I've stamped onto Centura Pearl, and that's going to work brilliantly. And as you can see, I've done that so that it's got a little bit of a bow on the front, and then that's going to go in there. Now, you can see your dies here. So you've got your dies, you've got your extra dies for your bow, and then these bits here, and I'll show you where these work. You've got buttons and you've got your love. So I've got some of these cut out. So what I'm going to do is I've got these ones. So where are we? Did I not have, there it is. I thought I did. I've got one cut. I've got the bow in this gorgeous encapsulated cardstock, which is just like a platinum colour, which is absolutely beautiful. It is the, does it say which one it is? It's just the 12, no. Oh, it's the vintage Snowman.
Oh, okay.
One is this paper pad, no. I stand corrected. This paper pad is vintage Snowman. I'm so sorry, I was saying it was, is it? Yes, it is. It is. This is vintage Snowman paper pad.
What, the one that you made the present out of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought it was from...
Which goes to show you how well these will work with the other paper pads.
Yes.
Anne says on the paper pad front, contemporary watercolour and everyday celebration.
There we go.
No, standalone paper pads. I'm struggling to think of the contemporary watercolour. Wasn't the contemporary watercolour, wasn't that a collection? Contemporary watercolour. Or that... Quintessentially English. Where did you pluck that one from, Jamie?
I'm going to say...
Oh, Betty saying quintessentially English.
Right, I've got a little piece of card that I've folded in half just to make a little tent-fold card, and then on that is just going to go on to the back of my little envelope.
Yeah, Everyday Celebration was a year of craft one. The contemporary watercolour though checks out. Yeah, Susie's saying that is a good one. Might have to Google that one on our website. Google that on our website. I'll have a look on our website. Retro Rainbow's another one, but that wasn't really. That was just sort of patterns as opposed to like a theme, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Santa's Kitchen. All right, we found a load now. All right, stop mentioning them all now, yeah?
Sentiment letters.
What was that one I just said? Contemporary watercolour. Oh, Charlotte said they did a game a little while ago where you had to guess the paper pad.
Yes, that was when I was in, thank you.
Didn't go too well by the sound of your voice.
They gave me paper pads that even when it was down, I didn't know what it was.
Well, that's a bit unfair because you haven't been here as long as some, have you?
No. Oh, we had a killer of a game the other day. It was Guess the Show from a 3-inch square of the screensaver.
Oh yeah, done that previously. Yeah. How did you get on? Lost by the sound of it.
I did. I did. That one was tough.
The hardest one ever, and I still remember it now, one of the best ones that we ever did was the one that Charlotte did, where we had all of the faces mashed up together.
I've still got some of the faces on my phone.
It's so
funny. Hilarious.
It was Leanne and Craig mixed together, wasn't it? Which is so funny. That was a great game. One of the hardest games we ever had. And it was when Lord Adam was here, and he did a spot of difference. He's not from Birmingham; he's from Liverpool. And it was impossible. Like he'd show you like a picture of a paper pad like that, and he'd take out like one snowflake that size. It was so hard.
Wow.
And I'm surprised anybody came back the next week to watch the show. It was that difficult.
There we go. I've just been crafting, as we said. I've not really said, so all we've done is just layer up all of the elements. Look, you know we were saying about table placements?
Yeah.
Wouldn't this, just on a little tent-fold card, be absolutely perfect for a table placement? I just think that would be lovely.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what they lend themselves to, isn't it? Little table placements, for revealing little messages. But as we've seen with the present particularly, you can use these right throughout the year as well. Love that plain paper being dressed up to make a fabulous little gift. Great ideas, Corinne, says Eve B. Woohoo, says Teresa. Teresa Paradise, new viewer, says, I just placed my order for the tags. You'll absolutely love them. We've got some stonking deals on the show. We really have. Best ever prices, 60% off. And so many of you jumping in, grabbing the front and back characters, and also grabbing this Christmas gift card holder die collection. It's an absolute steal, honestly, and it's one of those collections I think you will get tons and tons of work out of, tons and tons of use out of. Jamie is just going, 20 quid, mate, 20 quid. Bargain, mate. It is a bargain. You're saving 60%. Great deal on this. I think, is this... Yeah, 60% saving. £16, $18.40 if you're platinum, and everything you need to be able to make these really cool little gift card holders. They all come with their own stamps as well, so you can build up your little sentiments to go with those. Present year round, stocking again year round. Don't add the frilly bits, and this could be, as we said, little baby's booty potentially. And then you've got ones which really are more Christmas skewed. You've got Father Christmas there with his little hat. Merry Christmas, merry and bright. Have a very Merry Christmas and more. And then lastly is the Snowman. I think he looks a little bit menacing in black and white. I think that's why I'm laughing at him. Do you know what I mean? He looks a little bit, I think, what's on his hat? It's holly, isn't it? Is it oh no, it is. Is it mistletoe? Mistletoe or like holly, yeah. Yeah, he's keen, isn't he? Got it on his hat. Seriously. So there's your little snowman.
Eyes in the mouth up there at the top. Yeah, it's like a little frog face.
What, that?
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a little frog, actually. He's got, I don't know what it is. He's a very funny looking snowman. But I like him. And you guys are loving this collection as well. £16, $18.40. That's your platinum price. A few comments coming through. What about the paisley? Oh, paper pads, the retro one, lavender and sage, the orange hued one. Yeah, I know what you mean. Those are like standalone ones, but talking about like, I don't know how to describe it, almost like themed ones that look like they've come from a collection. But those ones were actually launched with the USB as well. Anne says Santa's Kitchen had things that went with it though, stamps and dies. And so there you go. Love the tweezers she's using. I need those also, says Carlin. Linda says, my husband and I, we've been talking about how long you've been married, dated for 1 year, married 10 days before my 18th birthday. My parents had to sign, they said it would not last. We are now married 55 years and more in love than ever. Aww. And Beverly, you've hit the nail on the head here. The reason why he looks a little bit funny and where else you could use him, what else could you use him for, Bev? What? You could use him for a pumpkin, but let's go on the shape that we've got right here. What else does he look like there? Come on, Beverly spotted it. Anyone? Anyone want to put their hand up? A scarecrow! Doesn't he? No? I think he does.
I can see that.
He looks like a scarecrow. I can see it, Beverly. I like that idea. So there you go. At least 3 of the 4 you can be using all year round. I mean, that one, again, you could potentially... If you cut off the little bobble there, that could be Uncle Albert, couldn't it, from Only Fools and Horses? Or it could be, yes, the Colonel. You know which Colonel I'm talking about. £16, $18.40. We need to go and have a little bit of a break. We're going to give you time to check out. Just bear in mind, as we've said, hopefully things are getting sorted. We are aware that a few of our viewers, UK viewers, are having a few problems checking out. If that is you, massive apologies. We are trying to get it sorted. But if you give our customer services a call, they'll put the order that you want to do through for you. And as soon as I get an update on that, I will let you know. But if you are one of those people that is struggling, apologies, but do give our customer services a call. We're going to take a quick little break here and get ready for this first little video that you're about to see, because it's Sarah in a hard hat, in a high vis, telling you about something very exciting which is coming very soon here at Crafters TV. So head to the checkouts and have a look at this little video.
This is our amazing brand new warehouse. This is the one you always hear us talk about, our global fulfillment centre, just down the road from our offices. Anyway, it's gorgeous, it's brand spanking new, but already it is literally crammed full to the rafters with stuff. Amazing stuff, but stuff that we need to clear out and make some space for. So the good news is, all of next week, I am taking over the whole channel. Crafters TV is having a full-on Sarah-style takeover for Sarah's Craft Clear Out. Now, I'm going to be starting on Monday, on the Monday Maker slot. Actually, for those of you that are early, I'll also pinch the wake-up call. I'll do a previewing wake-up call. But we've got deals going on all week, brand new drops every single day, amazing shows planned throughout the week. You do not want to miss it. Keep an eye out for an email. Keep an eye out on our socials for more information, and I'll see you bright and early for wake-up call on Monday morning.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend. Quick buy. Get yours now.
Katie, I'm enjoying the comments coming through now because, sorry, I know we're not doing this. Don't feel you have to put the stuff up, but what else could you use him for? Leprechaun, says Rhonda. A leprechaun! Also, Panda Crafts, I appreciate this because I love the show. This will mean nothing to our US viewers, but back in the 70s and 80s, this would be a brilliant Saturday night game show on ITV with Ted Rogers.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Dusty bin. There he is, Dusty bin. Did you ever try and do that? I could never do the thing that you used to do.
3, 2, 1.
Is it? What is it? You used
3,
to, you
2, 1.
3,
2, 1.
Is it not?
I went wrong then. 3, 2, 1.
Who did? 3, 2, 1. Can't do it. 3, 2, 1. If you don't use the nose, the snowman could be a ghost as well. Woo! And Mary Pat says, I thought Frankenstein with a few adjustments. Definitely could be Frankenstein or Herman Munster. You could use the 2 carrots as his nuts and bolts. You couldn't. Yeah, yes, it's nuts and bolts, Jamie. I can't believe what he just said in my ear. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Just going to show that collection is very, very versatile indeed. Something which is also proving very versatile is this collection, the Academy of Colour, brand new. This is the portrait set. It is flying out of the door. The official launch is coming your way this evening from 6 o'clock. Lily's going to be here with me to launch that. 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific. The thing to say about this is, yes, it's an unbelievable collection. It's a standalone set. This is all about, obviously, portraits, so skin colour, hair colour, giving you everything that you need to kind of start your journey or progress your journey when it comes to that type of colouring. It is a standalone set. If you've already bought the original Academy of Colour, obviously this is a bolt-on to that, which you will definitely want to get. If you decide that you want to go for this and you say, well, hang on a minute, I missed the original Academy of Colour launch, we've got that available for you as well. If you shop today, you'll be able to see that. And if budget allows, it's definitely worth getting it all, because with all of these sets, you then are able to access with the QR code that you'll get in the box, the online tuition with Leanne, which is invaluable. It really is. 18 hours worth of projects, of tutorials, of classes with Leanne to take you through everything. And of course, the videos are already there to be able to take you through everything that you need. And I think when you talk about colouring, a lot of people, more than anything else, do kind of get a bit stressed and worried, Corrine, don't they, when it comes to skin tone and doing hair colour, because it can be quite difficult to do.
Exactly, and to be able to do it at your own pace. So if we went to a craft class, if I had a 3-hour craft class, you would not balk at paying £30. $30, £30,
yeah.
You know, I don't think you would balk at that, especially if you were there where you could actually see the instructor. I've been to craft classes where I've sat so far down the back that I've had to sort of you can't see the detail. This is your instructor is right in front of you. So if you were paying £30 for your craft class, and then for another, well, for less than that, to get money back, but for another £3.99 for the full price of it today, you got your pens, you got your stamps, you got your papers. Well, I just think that is phenomenal value. It really, really is. And the fact that that class is there forever. So you can go to a class and you can go, yeah, I got that. I got how to do hair colouring. Then you go home and the first time you get it home, you go, oh, I've forgotten what to do. Well, the class is gone, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But not with Leanne's. It's there forever and ever and ever. And if you prefer alcohol pens, she's going to show you how to do it with alcohol pens. If you prefer watercolour pens, she's going to show you how to do watercolour pens. And the fact that the stamps have been designed specifically for these lessons is amazing. So what they're going to do is show you all the techniques that you need to learn. about your different textures of hair, your different shading, your highlights, your lowlights, your skin colours. It's really going to show, you know, those stamps have been purposely designed to give you the best lesson possible.
And the other thing to say as well, and I know this about lessons, because obviously I'm doing signing at the moment. In the classes, I was telling Charlotte about this the other day, there's always one person, isn't there, who wants to do something else but learn, and they want to talk about stuff, and it disrupts the rest of the class. So if you're going for like a 2-hour class, you end up actually getting about an hour of tuition whilst this person is rabbiting on about something else. So at least with this, I mean, for the set alone is amazing. To get that free tuition on top is phenomenal. You can do it in the comfort of your own home. You can rewind, fast forward, rewatch whenever you want. And also that whole thing of you might be a little bit nervous about going to a class. You might be a little bit self-conscious. Here you do it in the comfort of your own home, at your own time. It's such a brilliant kit. Grab it today as an individual. Grab it as a bolt-on to your Academy of Colour that you've already got, or if you haven't already got that, do have a look on the website. We'll explore that more on the later show, but whichever way you go, honestly, this is really going to help you to become that colourist that you want to become. It's that journey, it's that education that Leanne provides, which makes this such an invaluable collection. Also proving really popular, the brand new paper pads. We've got the Winter's Tale. David Essex's favourite pad is this. I'm sure he's watching actually. I think he's a platinum member, is David. He likes to do a bit of crafting when he's on tour. It was only a winter's tale. It's a great song actually. It's a great song. My mum absolutely loves him. What is it about David Essex? Oh, he's just got a twinkle. That's what she says.
He's lovely.
He's got a twinkle. No, I know it's not his. I didn't say it was his only song.
Is it? She said, "Is it?"
Oh no, he's got "Hold me close, don't let me go." Oh no, and then he's got that what is it? We gonna make ya a star. He's got that one.
That's just like David Essex on some side time.
And he also did. He did Evita, didn't he?
Yes.
He did Evita in the West End, and he had a song from that. I can't remember now.
And then he went into EastEnders, didn't he?
He did. Yes, he did. He went into EastEnders. Didn't he live on a canal boat or something in EastEnders?
Remember.
Yeah, he's still going strong. Oh, he's got a twinkle. It's just love his twinkle. That's what my mum says.
Didn't he used to do a TV programme about a lock?
No, that's not what I mean. He lived on a boat.
That's not EastEnders. That was something. The River. That was called.
The River. Didn't he live on a boat in EastEnders as well, though?
I don't think he did.
Didn't he?
No.
Our US viewers probably have no. Has David Essex has he broken the US? I'm not sure that he has, to be honest with you. But look him up. He's got Eddie Moon. He was, yeah. Look him up. He's got a twinkle. This is the Winter's Tale.
And David Essex isn't in the Winter's Tale.
No, there's no images of David Essex here. It's a great music video as well. David Essex romping around in the snow in I hope a faux fur coat. But yeah, anyway. £11.99 or $15.96 is the platinum price for I said the David Essex pad then. Oh, it's all going wrong. For the Winter's Tale. And then you've got the Winter Solstice. Thank goodness there is no song to go with this one. And this one is really cute. It has got that sort of Scandi art feel about it, but certainly this is the pad as well. The reverse print you will get, you'll be able to use in lots of other different projects year round as well. I really, really like this one. As I say, it reminded me a little bit when I first saw it of the kids' TV show from the 80s, The Moomins. It's got that real sort of Scandinavian feel about it. The colour palette is gorgeous. And whilst, front and back match up for you, giving you your mats and layers, again, this particular paper here, you'll be able to use in craft year round. You've also got your block colours in there too, just making it nice and easy to make those mats and layers. So again, whether it be cards this year, whether it be for sort of panels for boxes, whether you want to make your own little gift bags, it's a perfect pad for doing that. These are flying out of the door. Which is the most popular, Jamie, did you say, out of the two so far? The most popular one is the Winter's Tale. David will be pleased. £11.99 or $15.96. I think is a great price for these. Do not miss out and get more than you think you will need. Silver Dream Machine was another David Essex song, apparently, says Lillian Kwok. I don't know that one. Silver Dream Machine. Gonna Make You a Star was #1 in the charts on the day that I was born, says Astrid.
There you go. That's I don't know what was #1 when I was born.
I know what was #1 when I was born.
Do you?
Yes.
Go on.
It was
Spice Girls.
I wish. I mean, I don't wish, but I do wish. It was Art Garfunkel. Bright eyes.
Oh wow! Oh, God, that makes me feel old because I can remember that being in the charts.
Yeah. Watership Down, wasn't it?
Yeah, Watership Down.
Oh, we'll have to look. What's your birthday?
18th of April, 70.
18th of April, 70. We'll look that up. It's always fun to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jamie, you doing that now? Oh, he's doing that. You're supposed to go, no, I'm doing some really important producery type work. Right. Do you feel you want to sign as you're talking, Ben, says Pandacraft? Sometimes.
How long have you been signing?
Probably about...
6 weeks. Very good. Your name is Ben. I'm lip reading, not the sign. Your favourite animal? Crocodile.
It isn't actually my favourite animal, but I like the sign. That's lion. Hippo.
Oh, is it hippo?
Yeah, and my other favourite sign, turtle. Yeah.
That's really cute.
Yeah, I know lots more. I get embarrassed when I think I might... anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the Christmas layering stamp and die collection. Hang on a minute, check the screen here. This is £104, $139
No
worth.
way.
£20 platinum, or $27.20. I remember this.
75
70
odd percent off.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I think I want to say the last time I saw this was potentially this time last year when we were doing our Christmas in July then. And what this is it's one of those sets. It's a little bit like the winter floral set that we launched recently, where you've got so many different elements which will work independently of each other, but then when you use them all together, it can create something really, really spectacular. And that's what this is, isn't it? Because you can layer up all of these stamps.
Yeah, if you look down there, if you look at layer 1 and up, down at the side, for this, look, layer 1 is gorgeous in its own right. Layer 2 adds so much more depth. Then when you then look at layer 3, it's absolutely beautiful. But just I think you could do 1 and 3 together.
Absolutely.
Too.
Yeah. So layer 1, layers 1 and 2, layers 1, 2 and 3, or you could go, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, however you wanted to do it. You've got the dies there as well to be able to cut these out. All of those stamps. It's a really, really big bundle once again, and like I said,
110 elements. Ben. That's how big it is.
Gives you plenty of possibilities. So you've got your festive wreath. This one here is your festive foliage. So again, you're almost like building up these beautiful little corners here.
It's a bit, and that one's quite different when you see it in the stages, isn't it? Because the way it builds up, it's quite. That one looks.
That one you kind of need all of them really
do.
to be able to kind of create that effect. But you don't have to die cut it every time. All the stamps are numbered up for you as well, so you just choose the colours. Obviously,
you could do these straight onto your card topper, couldn't you? You don't have to have them die cut.
Get your quick dries out and get going with those. Just choose
you
the
definitely need
to
your quick dry. Look at the Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. So again, layer
it's
1.
Got 4 layers on this one.
Look at layer 1. Looks a bit bare, doesn't he? 1, 2, 3,
looks
4.
a bit sickly, number 1, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's watering. TLC.
Help me! I'm thirsty. You got all of those. You got all of these stamps in there as well. Did we find out what Corrine's song was? Did you say?
Dana.
Oh, Dana. All kinds of everything.
Right, I have to remember that.
All kinds of everything remind me of you. I interviewed you there once. It's one Eurovision.
That Christmas tree, number 1, looks like the Christmas tree. The first year my brother moved into his house and put underfloor heating on.
They just go.
They've progressed onto an artificial. That was so funny. Duncan installed the underfloor heating, and he was setting it, and he didn't set it quite right, and the dog was walking round like this, couldn't walk on the floor. Duncan realised he had to turn it down a little bit.
That was quite funny.
But then all the needles fell off the Christmas tree.
Oh my goodness me. This one's lovely. Oh, my voice. The reason for the season. So again, layer these up. So layer 1, layers 1 and 2. I really like that.
That's
nice,
isn't it?
Peace on Earth. It's almost got a bit of a sort of sort of Eastern feel to it, is that as well? You know, like,
But how many, you're going to be able to use that for all things. Anything where you want a radiant light coming out, you're going to be able to use that.
So that's the reason for the season. This one is called your Festive Flurry. So that one is a gorgeous frame. And again, that will work as per the previous, or the first one. So layer 1, layers 1 and 2, layers 1, 2 and 3, or mix and match those up.
Yes.
There's so much in this collection. You also get a selection of sentiment verses in there too. And then the last set in here, you're not supposed to be in there. The last set that you've got in here is your Decorative Garland. So again, build it all up. There's tons. What did we say? 110 elements in total for all sorts of different
Can you just say they
occasions.
are polymer stamps as well? Mm-hmm. So we're not talking cheap stamps. We're talking your best quality stamps that you can get.
This is like a cartload price on a masterclass, isn't it? Really, £20, $27.20. We're going to have a little look at this. In fact, Corrine's got some finished samples over there.
Let's have a quick look at the finished samples, and then I'll get straight into the demo, and we'll get through that. So look at that. That's that gorgeous corner element. And as I said, if you didn't want to die cut it out, you could put it straight onto your project. And then you've got the one with the baubles on, which I think is really sweet. You've got your Christmas. Now look at this. This is what we were saying. Look. This Christmas tree has got your baubles on, but the ones in the background, it's a little bit more than the sparse one. We've added a few more.
I thought you were going to change it again then and we'll get the sparse tree. So it was this, then this, then this.
But doesn't that look lovely? You can see how you can build it up.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to use this one, but I love the colours of this. But again, maybe go in with your papers and match your wreath to match your papers. You've got your swags. You've got the baubles, we've got some more. And then we have another one with the tree in as well. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So you can have those, whatever colour theme you want. And they really are easy to do. Now, if you are going to do them onto the cardstock and rather than straight onto your project, because like I say, you can do it either way, it's entirely up to you. I've got a piece of tape ready, but I've lost it now. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these out first. So let's just cut these first, and then it's going to make life a lot easier. If you do your stamping first of all, it's going to be harder to line up, but then secondly, it's not going to be that easy to cut out. So this goes against my normal rule. For me personally, I normally always stamp and then die cut. But I am finding more and more at the moment, I am die cutting and then stamping. So first of all, I've got my wreath. That's going to pop out of there. There you go. So you've got your wreath. Now you can cut that multiple times, and I've also cut it out in the red, and we're just going to create sort of like a drop shadow with that, so that'll look lovely. And then also, I've got the little accent, and you've got, if I show you the stamps here, you've got layer 1 and layer 2 to do the little accent bits as well. Now this is what is so clever. So you don't need to think, how do I know what order to do these in? You've got, this die's over here, stamps over here, so you've got number 1, so that's your stamp number 1, that's layer number 2, and this is layer number 3. Now when you look at these, you will notice that every one has a little bit of extra stamp.
Yeah.
And that's not accidental. So what you've got is, I've got this here. Now what I've done is I've lined this one up because that just takes me a minute or two to do. So I've lined it up where I want it to go. So I'm just going to put, while that's on the back of there, I'm just going to put a little bit of dotty tape pen on the back of there so that it holds down. And again, I've put myself some cardstock on. Now, my natural reaction is to go right angle, but it doesn't because I put cardstock underneath, it really doesn't matter. But I am going to go right angled just because, for me, it just deals with all my OCD. So I put that on as a right angle. Now, if you don't put paper underneath so that you can draw, what you would need to do is mark this onto your stamping platform. So I've just marked, can you see? I've marked where that right angle is. So that is really easy to do. So then I can pick it up. Now, it even gives you on the pack clues to your inks to use.
Yeah.
So this one is suggesting we've got Bordeaux, Chinese red, green topaz and grasshopper. So you can do a combination. So we've got the Bordeaux here and the Chinese red there. I'm going to do it in 3 colours, and I'm going to use smoked emerald, I'm going to use grasshopper, and I'm going to use a Chinese red. So they're just a guide. Now, if you don't put your paper underneath, what you need to do is, you can see that on there, I could draw my right angle onto here because it will wipe off. So think it through. So I need to, if I'm building it up, if I did my darkest colour first, my lightest colour's not going to show. So always start off with a paler colour. So I've got my grasshopper, just pop that onto there. Now I've done layering stamps where I've marked it on here, but then when you go to clean your stamp off, you can mark off your mark. So it does help to do the paper underneath. Let's just go down on there. So quick dry inks are the key to this. I don't know if we've got quick dry inks on the show today. Now if you've got those, you could do it with your other inks, but what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do that and then walk away and leave it. Now when you look at that, it looks a little bit sparse. Don't worry, that is a perfect stamp for stamp 1, because you might be a little bit tempted to say, oh, do I need to go in again and again? But no, you don't. So I'm going to take that and I'm just going to wipe clean on here. So I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to take stamp number 2, and I don't need to worry. Let's even put it on the right side. There we go, that's number 1 going back in. So I'm going to take number 2, and they're all numbered up. So I'm going to take number 2, and then I'm going to line up my little right angle, and I don't have to do any more than that. If I've lined up that right angle, that is all I need to do. Now this is really clever because I can see in here I'm going to have verdigris leaves in here, so I'm going to have different shades of green coming through. So it is key about lining it up, and it will line up perfectly if you just do that little right angle cut. So I'm going to pop on here with my green. Now can you see down the centre of each of the leaves, I don't know if you can see, there's a white line where there is no stamp. Because what I've done is I've already, oh look, you can see there, I've already stamped that vein detail in my pale green. So this is where you're going to see whether these line up. So let's pop that on there. Let's press that down. Now I didn't have to wait. I didn't have to think, oh, is it too quick to stamp? No, I can go straight in because my inks have dried. Now look at that. And if you look down here, you might not be able to pop it, but the grasshopper is in exactly the right place for the veins of that. That is so clever, isn't it? That is precision. So we can take that one off. Pop that one on. Let me just make sure my stamping platform's dry. Oops. Oh, stamping platform's dry. And then I'm going to come in with number 3. And I'm going to just put this on here. I don't have to worry about my cardstock moving because I've put those little dots of tape pen underneath.
Yep.
So that's holding nice and tight. I've lined up that, pick that up and turn that over. Then I'm going to go in with my Chinese red or your Bordeaux or anything like that. But just make sure it's your quick dry ink. Take that round and press. There we go. Put that onto there, and hey presto.
Lovely.
Isn't that so easy? You know, there was nothing complicated about that at all. So then all I need to do is just lift that off there.
That's clever.
And look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Really gorgeous. So we can take that. Now, you saw I cut this little one here, and you do exactly the same, but that just has 2 layers. So that's just got the 2 layers of the green and the red. So you do it in exactly the same way. And as I showed you before, what I've done is I have cut out, oh, you didn't see that one. I've cut out that in the red. So what we're going to do is we're going to just give it a little bit of a drop shadow. So let's do it with some foam pads. Let's do it with a couple of little foam pads on the back of there, just to do the drop shadow. So let's put those foam pads. These are quite thin foam pads. I'm not going thick foam pads. And then, so there's no rule about where you need to twist it. Just put it how it works. There we go. So put a couple of foam pads on there, and then take that off there. Come on. There we are. Right, and then let me just see. So that is correct coverage, and so let's just turn it just to, oops, to there. Just so I'm just seeing, can you see hints of the red showing
through.
out? Just a little bit of a twist. And then I've got my little extra embellishments, so we can just shape those a little bit. Actually, I might put those on in a minute because I want to use wet glue. So I'm just going to, I'll put those on in 2 minutes. So I've got my paper pad. So this is the Night Before Christmas 6x6 paper pad.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So a nice little 6-inch square card, scored diagonally across the middle, and then we can pop our papers on.
Beautiful, says Mary Pat. Lovely wreath, says Mary Reno. I still love those layering stamps. And Adriana says, Corrine, your hair looks really great.
Thank you.
Is it
It's new hair.
new hair?
New hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not clipping.
Not clipping.
It's permanent.
Huh?
It's
So
permanent.
real. Real.
It is real, yes.
What, as in real?
It
I get
is-
I get really confused with ladies' hair because I don't know how it all works. One time Sarah had different hair, and then she showed me under her hair, and she had like it was like a
tape.
A
tape.
It was like a tape thing.
Yeah.
So yours is real,
It's
but not.
to me. It's not real to me. It's not my own.
It's not your hair.
No.
Right.
Hopefully it will be soon because mine will grow when I've got these on. So yes.
Huh?
Mine will grow while this is in, and then.
So what happens? It just drops out, does it all?
No, I'll have it taken out in a year's time.
A year?
Yeah.
So how sorry, put a sentence together. So it's not what Sarah had then?
No.
So how do they stick it on your head?
Bonds.
Huh?
Bonds. Little metal
James
bonds.
Bond? Little what?
Little metal bonds. Little rings. I'll show you later.
Oh. Can you brush it? Look at your sharp skin. What, then you wash it like normal?
Yeah, I've washed it this morning.
And it doesn't come out?
No, it doesn't come
Ever,
out.
if you didn't want it to?
No.
Could you go skydiving with it in?
Of course you can. I can do absolutely everything with it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Could you go to could you go in a mosh pit and like headbang and it wouldn't
Of
come
course
out?
I can, yeah.
Ah,
It's not going to come out. It's not loose.
Oh.
It's real hair.
So what's different to what you... This is totally going off the subject here, isn't it? But what's different to what you've got in your hair to what Sarah had the time she showed me?
The way it's attached.
But the one that Sarah had would also stay in her hair as that long?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Right, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to pop this onto here. There we go. And then I'm going to take these little ones just here. Where are we? With my glue.
So if you wanted to, you could get rid of it tomorrow?
I could, yes.
So it'd be hair today, gone tomorrow?
It would, yes. But so could yours if I get the clippers on yours. So I just
That sounds like
it.
a threat.
It was.
What a hair-raising thought.
But yeah, there we go. And I'm going to pop that on there. There's no secrets, is there? There we go. How about like that? There we go. Our gorgeous, gorgeous wreath. And we've done that without layering dies. I just think that is so, so pretty.
Absolutely gorgeous. I enjoyed it, Gemma, but I think I enjoyed the conversation finding out about hair more. Debbie says, Ben, you're too cute. I don't really know about those kind of things, and I suppose there's no reason why I would, really. I just find it very interesting.
When you come in looking like a big, heavy rocker with hair down your back.
You couldn't do it with my hair, though, could you?
Yeah.
What, with, like, my hair, like, that's as long as it gets at the front. What, so you could attach something to that?
Yeah.
Shall I get it done? Shall I come in next week and just like, hello everybody. I don't know why I'd be talking like that, but Ben is so confused. I'm with Ben. I have no idea about these hair things, says Molly. Hair today, gone tomorrow, Molly. That was a good one. That one. No, oh dear. Anyway, talking of hair, this is a hair-raising deal because it's absolutely bonkers. £104, £139.93 is what you should be paying. However, is this a 70% saving? It must be 70 at least. Let's have a look here. This is 75% saving, and it's a BEP, best ever price. So much in here, 110 elements, and hopefully you've just seen then from the demo with Corrine just how easy it is to use this particular collection. So your festive wreath in there. It's all about building up the different layers of your stamps with your quick dry ink pads. I like the fact that Corrine was showing us that you get sort of suggested colours that you can use with the different images that you've got. You've got the stamps in there, sorry, the dies in there as well if you want to use those in conjunction to die cut your elements out. It's a really, really lovely collection, and as I've said, as far as craftability is concerned, it's great because there's so many different elements that all work beautifully together or independently of each other as well. This is cute, that lovely little festive flurry. And then lastly is your decorative garland. It is 110 elements in total. £20 or $27.20 is a lovely, lovely deal on that set. Lots to choose from today, isn't there, in this masterclass? And I can understand why it is super, super busy. Love that card, says Michelle, and it's for you. Lovely card, says Adriana. Jill B says, such fun demos today. It's been a fun day, isn't it? And Betsy Black says, Ben, you are so funny. Sometimes unintentionally, I think, as well. It's like the times when I'm trying to be funny, no one laughs. And then the times when I'm trying to be serious, I'm funny. So there you go.
Laura laugh at your jokes? Does Laura laugh at your jokes?
No.
No.
She's heard them all about 50 times over. Yeah, even the kids don't laugh anymore. It's one of the main reasons I come in here, because I still get, you know, a sort of a small titter off our viewers. A pity laugh, Charlotte, did you say? In about a couple of years' time, you guys will all be like, oh, there he goes again. Oh, sure, there's another silly impression. Oh, there it is again. Just... Anyway, let's move on. Hang on a minute, back to the crafting. I need to keep referring to my notes here. This is an unbelievable buy. So this is a best ever price as well. And we've not seen these for a fair old while. Handily, I've written on my notes, not seen since, and then I haven't written when it is. November 21, I think. November 21. These are brilliant. The Creator Card Abstract Christmas stamp and dies. £18.40 for a £60, $78 bundle. $24.80 is your platinum price on this. So you get a lovely little sentiment with all of these, or more than one sentiment. You've got Star of Wonder, Merry and Bright, All is Calm, All is Bright, and then you've got this really cute die which will cut you out the most extravagant aperture for your card. Now the brilliant thing about this again is that yes, you're going to be able to make your little shakers with these. Yes, you're going to be able to, you know, pop different colour cardstock behind these, maybe some vellum in there too. But of course, with the bits and pieces which pop out, you've got the elements there to be able to embellish, or little pieces for your shaker. So it's kind of a bit of a twofer as far as this collection is concerned. This is a steal for this. It really is. You've then got the Christmas tree. This one's called Holly Tree, and again, you can see the shape of the tree, but very, very cleverly built up by the little leaves and the foliage in there as well. Once again, you'll have those bits to keep for future projects. You've got Happy Holidays, it's Christmas, and also you've got We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Next up is this gorgeous snowflake, the icy snowflake. If you bought the snowflake, like the doily dies that we launched last week, this is again one of those that will sit perfectly within that collection. So much detail in the die itself, lovely sentiments that you've got to go with it, and again, plenty of bits that you'll keep once you've done the die cutting for things like your shakers. We've got that gorgeous snowy bauble in there. We've got the stunning festive angel, all again built up by bits of foliage and stars and swirls. Very, very clever how our team have popped that together. And then lastly in this set, how stunning is that for your more sort of religious cards, if you like. You've got that foliage cross in there as well, once again built up by all those little bits and pieces which you'll keep once you make that die cut. That is a phenomenal price for a collection which we've not seen since November of last year, and I'm glad that it's back today at that best ever price. Should be £60, $77, £18.40 today, or $24.80 is your platinum price if you want to jump in and grab that set. I think we're going to have a quick look at that in just a few moments time. Lynn just saying, I've got in a little late. about the years married. We were talking about this earlier. Hubby and I celebrated 60 years in Feb. They said it would never last because we dated for 1 year. And Panda Craft says, I have the Angel and Bauble. I cannot wait to use them. And Susie's just saying, these abstract stamp and dies are my fave. Yeah, I mean, it was November last year, and I kind of feel like I've only seen these sort of once or twice before. So make sure you get your hands on them. The great thing today is when you think about the deals that we've had, so the Christmas front and back characters 60% off, the gift card holder 60% off, the Christmas layering stamp and dies we've seen 75% off. These abstract dies again, 75% off, I think. Or is it 60%? Basically, massive deals right throughout the show. So it's almost like on a lot of these, you can pick up 2 collections for the price of 1, really. So it's a really, really good day to shop on these. You'll find everything on the Shop the Day page. Plus on the Shop the Day page, you'll find all of the brand new paper pads, the Winter Solstice, the David Essex, and the brand new Academy of Colour as well. And also worth bearing in mind that we've got £10 Tuesday for you too. Loads of great deals there on the website for you. Just loads and loads to be going with. I mean, we could have a look. I've got tons under here to show you. Do you want something else? Do you want something else? 'Twas the night. Jamie says, show us 'twas the night. Oh, yeah, mate. 'Twas the night. This was launched last year. What's the saving on this? That can't be right, surely. That can't be. £13.60, $16.80. We launched this last year. This was like the big launch from last year, and we're now selling it for £13.60 or $16.80.
Or they realise what they've done.
Is that
best ever price?
Huh?
Best ever price?
Well, it must be. Obviously, I mean, you're missing from the original, your paper pads aren't in here, but you've got all of your hardware, so stamps. You've got this gorgeous Stockings by the Fire stamp set in there as well. So this is a beautiful collection for building up those cosy kind of Christmas scenes. This one was one of my favourite stamp sets of last year, the Christmas Eve. You know, the children with their parents there looking for Father Christmas out of the window. Then you've got these gorgeous stamps as well, which is the St. Nicholas. So you've got your traditional Santa there, Santa flying over the rooftops, almost like a bit of a Downton Abbey scene going on there too. Then you've got the Builder Stocking. This is phenomenal to get all of this for this price. I mean, that on its own has got to be more than the platinum price right there. Stamps and dies. And what I loved about this is you can build up the stocking, so it could have like little teddies in there, you could have the sweets in there, you could have the florals in there too, and then you've also got the Builder Reindeer scene as well, the Builder Sleigh. That is an amazing price. If you've already bought the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, or indeed just a few elements of it, jump back in today and get this collection. Keep the bits that you don't have and then give the rest away to friends and family or crafty people. That is an unbelievable buy. Should have seen it earlier. I didn't even realise the price was down that low. You need to grab it. Right. We are going to go back though to the abstract dies and stamps. I guess this will be the last demo of the show.
I think it will, yeah. So I can show you a couple of different ways. Look at this. So you've got that gorgeous start on here, and then we've put it over a sort of a handmade background. Doesn't that look beautiful? Completely different looks on one project with the same card, with the same die. Gorgeous. I love this. We've got a mix. We've got paper piecing in there, and also using the mirror card coming from behind, and a little bit of paper piecing. That is beautiful. This one just letting the glitter card shine through. Looks beautiful, but then when you open it out and you've got that detail in the middle, it is stunning. Do you know what? I've decided this is what I think is so special about Crafter's Companion, is the range.
Yeah.
We've gone from those paper pads, we've gone from those cute little the little front and back dies. Look at this one, shaker card. absolutely perfect in there. You know, we've had the cute characters, we've had the layering stamps and dies, we've now got these. This is what to me is just so special about being here, is the variety and scope, which is second to none, isn't it? It's just, it blows my mind sometimes, it really, really does. Right, ooh, could I just get that? Yes, I can. So we are going to use the holly tree. Holly tree because the tree is made up of holly elements too. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our die. So I've got a 3-inch piece of card and I'm just going to pop that just on here. Now I've got some bits sort of semi-made up because I'm going to be using water. So that's a watercolor card and we're just going to run that through. And just remember, you know, think about saving some of the bits that are going to pop out of here because they're going to be quite useful as well for other crafting projects. So we can pop that through there. And then when I look at that, look, all popped out. Even though it's watercolour card, it's popped out perfectly. So let's just make sure, I don't want to make sure the everything, all the adhesive. Look at all these pieces that I can pop out to use on another project. There we go, look at that. Make sure that's flattened down. Right. Give myself a little bit of space because we're going to get some inks out now. So completely different, completely different style of crafting now. And this is what is so, you know, we swap from one to another all the way through the shows. So I'm going to get my aquamarine and I'm going to put plenty down. Put it down onto here. Now I can go straight onto my watercolour card if I wanted to, but we're just going to do it this way. So I'm just going to dampen my card very slightly, just on here. Just got some, sorry, I've just got a pot of water there. Just damping down my card as we go. And then I'm just going to pick up the ink and I'm going to start with quite a bit of ink. I might have to just put a little bit more to intensify the colour, just here. So then I'm just going to brush across here. Oh, I need to go a bit darker. Let's just go a little bit darker, pick it up, because I've wet the card, I don't really need, it's damp. So we can just do it, and then I'm just going to let it just grade out nicely. Let's come down here and let that come through to virtually nothing, just to a hint of white at the top. Let's come down with a little bit more, just keep building up those layers and just letting it run out. Oh, let's move my card base out of the way. There we go, just keep, oh there we go, we're building up. Can you see, building that colour up? I want to go quite nice and rich at the bottom. Always keep putting more ink on the palette if you want. You can do it with fancy palettes if you want. I'm just using my craft mat. And can you see, by just keeping the brush going nicely, we're just getting a really lovely effect. You're not going to get streaks or stripes, just working it through. And can you see how much darker down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Just keep building up. Right, now then you're going to have to leave that to dry. Let's just pop that on there. There we are. Just keep, I don't know, I like that. I think I'm quite happy with that. So we've gone from our lovely pale at the bottom up to our darker at the top.
Amazing.
So right, put that to one side. So I've got that. Oh, I'm just going to dry my mat. There we go. There we are. So I've got a nice dry one, and I've also got a piece of white cardstock. So you could do it straight onto the black, and I've got one here straight onto the black, which looks lovely, but I also think it looks nice putting it onto the white first. So I'm just going to pop this one on to white. Let's just come in, actually, let's come in with my all-purpose. Now we're not doing anything where I need to worry about, I've done my colouring effects, so I don't need to worry about the glue. If you were doing effects afterwards, you just need to make sure there's no glue comes through, but we've done everything we need to do there. Let's just press that down. Press that down there, and then I'm going to put my black on the back.
Oh yeah. Michelle says, you could make boxes and put tea light candles in them.
Yes.
That would look gorgeous.
It would, wouldn't it?
Mary Pat says, ordered this collection a while back. Love it all, says Valerie. I've got the Angel and the Bauble, says Panda Crafts, and I can't wait to use them.
Well, at £18, you could get the rest of the collection now.
Oh, yeah.
And as you were saying, just gift away the bits that you've got. You know.
Friends, yeah, or keep them for Christmas.
Yep. Oh, let's press that down. There we go. Right, that's looking lovely. So all I would then be doing here is taking this piece and then see all these little elements just here. I would just pop little gems onto here. So, you know, you can really, really sort of bring it to life. That's going there and here. I do think this is so, so pretty. Oh, these are all the same size. I thought I'd got some smaller ones. There we go. Oh, I have got some smaller ones there, look. Silly me.
Carol says, Ben, you are great.
There we go.
No, it carries on. Please let me know what you would want to put into a card design collection. So many ideas, but you have a design mind. What would a Ben collection be? Do you know what I've always wanted to see? And I saw someone comment about this the other day. I've always wanted to see like a set devoted to music.
Yes.
And I know we do little bits and bobs, but like a musical instrument collection, maybe something to do with the orchestra.
Yeah.
Or like a theatrical type set I would love. That's the kind of thing I think I would go for. Oh, Jamie, that's a great name.
Don't tell anybody.
Oh, no, I'm keeping that one to myself.
And then you can tell Leanne.
Then I'll tell Leanne, and then Jamie will go, oh, I came up with that first, mate. And I'll say, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm keeping that one for my musical collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I haven't said what it is, though, Jamie. I could say
yes,
that I haven't said what it is, what you said, have I? So I could just go,
No.
oh, Jamie gave me another idea, but I went with something else.
There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful?
Yeah.
So, so pretty. And now we're going to do something very similar to create some borders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, oh, wrong end of my pen. Let's get some more ink and let's get some more water. And this time, I'm just going to, oh, I put too much water there.
I've had some more Halloweeny collections as well, but then I suppose that really is only once a year, isn't
Yeah.
it? But if we could have like more stamp and die sets with Halloweeny characters.
Yeah.
What would your collection be if you did one?
Oh.
Corrine?
I know it's a bit predictable, but I'd have to have some sorts of flowers in
Yeah.
there. Because you know how I love doing the flowers. So then I'm just going to pick up some, oh, that might be a bit too much. Just pick up some of the ink, and I can always, where's my cloth gone? Blot it, I've got a bit too much on there. That's better. There we go, let's just get up a little bit more.
Or like a movie one, like stars, a stage and screen, that kind of thing.
Oh, that would
like
be good.
As well.
So
You know.
once you've coloured in your background, like I've just done just there, I'm then going to get a nice dry one. And we have stamps in the collection, which are here. So what we can do is I'm going to take my stamps. Oh, there we go. And I want the happy holiday bit. Let me just get a little rocker block, because I haven't got one out. I'm going to get a rocker block. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to get another of my aqua pens. And I'm actually just going to colour in my stamp with my aqua pen. And I love this because you get quite it's not as perfect as it would be with your ink pad. So oops, we can then stamp randomly. Oh, that didn't work very well, did it? Was that a bit too damp? Let's come across here. Or is that not? Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, it's not coming up very well on this one. I wonder if I'm a bit too damp. Let's go that way. I'll show you how it's supposed to look when I did it before. That one's not coming out very well. I'll show you how it should do. It should come like that. But I wonder if this has got too much water in it and it's not picking up.
Oh.
But that is what you should do. You should just literally colour with your pen. We give it a little huff. Oh, it's looking better as it's drying. It's starting to come a bit clearer. And then just let it dry, and then you can see it's starting to come a bit clearer. So that's how you do it. So we want a couple of those, and I'm mindful of the time, and then we're going to back that onto the black.
Okay.
Just mindful that we're nearly done, but we'll be there. So I've got 2 pieces of card, one big, so this is just your regular, put the lid on my pen, regular multi-purpose card. So I'm going to pop the 2 together to make myself a card front. Let's centre that up, just there.
A few comments as well, she's sticking the Sensational Sky says, love all the ideas, the gift card holder, the tea light holder, they're all amazing. They can all be used for different occasions too. Mary Pat says, yes, Ben, I've asked for a music collection too. Molly Hannah says, I love the music idea, Ben. Thank you. And Astrid says, we could definitely have a clown theme collection in Ben's honour.
A what theme?
Clown.
Aww.
She means it nicely. I think she does. No, she does. No, circus theme would be good, wouldn't it? Kirsty D says, forget Sarah's signature collections, it can be Ben's bumper box collections. I can see them taking off. Me too, Kirsty, to be honest with you. If Leanne was in today, I would be in right now with all of these suggestions. I'd be on her door.
On her door.
And she'll probably be locking it so I couldn't get in. A festivals collection, says Jamie. You could have that, yeah. Tea parties. And what? Fields? Our field, yep. My music one was better, the orchestra one. But no, great, I like that one, Jamie.
Yeah, TPs and all musical bits. Right, now, just using the other stamps from the collection, just pop sentiment. I've just rushed through that at the end, but just to show you, I just loved creating this background. You could then splatter and take off, ink if you wanted to. So we've got our elements down the side, we've got our bit in the middle, and that is going to make our sort of stepper, a bit like a reverse stepper card. Whoops, it's sliding on the glass mat. There we go. Doesn't that look pretty?
Fantastic. It really does. It's a lovely collection, and I can't believe that we haven't seen it since November. It's absolutely gorgeous. £18.40, and I can't remember who it was that mentioned, but if you have just maybe got a couple of these, and you're looking at that price now, you're thinking, well, actually, I can complete the set. Any duplicates you've got, as we said, give them away, or you can just work twice as fast. That's the point here. It should be £60, $77, £18.40 is your platinum price, or $24 HE. All of the stamps and dies you're going to get here. So you've got the Star of Wonder, Star of Light. You've then got the beautiful Christmas tree. That one is called Holly Tree. Then you've got the Icy Snowflakes. I love this one, the Snowy Bauble. I love the card which Corinne showed us a little bit earlier on with the shakery bits in, which was really, really cute. Then you've got the Festive Angel. Again, that one's made up by little stars and little bits of foliage and holly leaves and all sorts. Really cute. They all come, of course, with their own sentiments too. And then lastly is that beautiful foliage cross. Mammoth collection for a minuscule price of £18.40, platinum $24.80. Everything is flying off the shelves today. Bear in mind, we've got the Academy of Colour brand new portrait box coming. We've got the brand new paper pads for you as well. I was just thinking, we haven't done the vote for the demo of the show.
We haven't. We got time? No?
Well, we're going to have to do it.
Okay,
Can't do a show without it.
Quickly. One was our little double-sided stamps. 2 was our gift tag. 3 was our layered stamps. And 4 was our gorgeous, intricate stamps and dies.
Sorry, Superstar Susie on socials. You've got about a minute to get your vote in on that one. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. The pads have proved very, very popular indeed today. Which one's leading the way? Winter's Tale, I knew it. David Essex fans everywhere are buying this one. It's gorgeous. And as you saw actually from earlier on with one of the demos from Corrine, it overlaps beautifully with a lot of the collections you've seen this year. It's going to be a beautiful paper pad to work with collections of years gone by. And it's just got that sort of timeless feel about it that, you know, you'll be using it this Christmas, you'll be using it next Christmas and beyond as well. The reverse of each of the scenes is absolutely gorgeous too, so it makes it nice and easy for you to mat and layer. And 36 double-sided sheets. 180 GSM, £11.99 or $15.96 is the Winter's Tale, and then you've also got, proving very popular, is the Winter Solstice. This again has got that sort of Scandi art feel to it, a lovely palette of colours, but a lot of the reverse sides I think you'll be using right throughout the year within your craft. So buy more than you think that you'll need. You know, if you normally get, I don't know, 1 or 2 of these, but maybe sort of double up to make sure that you've got enough, and to make sure when these do eventually sell out, you're not then kicking yourself because you didn't buy more at the time. They were all there for you. But a lovely collection, and again, that's just £11.99 or $15.96. £10 Tuesday on the web, of course. Don't forget, there's some amazing deals still there. Some of the deals have already sold out. So if you haven't yet checked the £10 $10 deal page, £10 $10 Tuesday deal page, then make sure you do, because things will disappear. We've already lost some goodies there. And also don't forget, we've got launch party coming up for you with the official launch of the brand new Academy of Colour Portraits box. We'll be bringing back the Academy of Colour, the original, on the show as well, because that's been flying out the door and we've hardly even mentioned it. And we've got those paper pads for you too. We'll be looking at those in more detail later on as well. Demo of the show. 4.
The last one. How pretty is that? Really like that. Thank you.
Thank you. You're off now, aren't you?
I'm off now. I'll be back in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got Wake Up Call.
Wake Up Call.
Another launch tomorrow, haven't we?
Yeah.
And
yes, Intricate Sentiments.
yes. And Creative Cravings. But thank you to Corrine, absolutely brilliant as always inspirational. If you've missed any of her demos today, do make sure you go back and watch all of those shows. Lots of love coming in for Corrine. I'll be back with you in a couple of hours' time. It's me, it's Lily, it's the brand new Academy of Colour box and those amazing new paper pads, plus loads more for you on launch party. Until then, head to the checkouts, check out your baskets, and we'll see you in a couple of hours' time. Bye for now.